Hello everyone, happy Sunday to you. I hope you're having a beautiful Sunday out there. One cannot say worry-free, but a nice state of mind to face whatever is in store for us with a cheerful heart. Having said that, I want to continue two more poems today of two very special poets, differently abled, who were included in Plant Poetry of the Yercaud Poetry Festival. Beautiful foreword by dear poetess Reena Prasad and published by our dear Sudarshan Kecheri of Authors Press, Delhi. Sharon Mary Zakaria is one of our most favorite poets, and she's been contributing poetry for the past 6 years in not only the Yercaud Poetry Festival, but also in the second curation that we do as Soul Scribers. Soul Scribers come out with two important curations. One is for the Yercaud Poetry Festival that is supported by the Rotary Club of Salem Galaxy, and the second is the Soul series, in which we talk about everything related to the soul. So the first one was Soul Shores, edited by Anju Kishore. Then we had Soul Serenade, again by her, Kanchan Prashant. And then we had Soul Song, again by Kanchan Prashant, edition, and editing by her. And we're going to do Soul Dance, that is to be launched at Pune, and I'm really looking forward to it. It's a smaller project. Anyway, I don't want to digress from what I'm here for. So we have Sharon Mary Zakaria, who's been really a wonderful participant, and she's in the autism spectrum, and she's non-verbal, but she has the most beautiful things to say from her beautiful soul and her beautiful heart and her mind that thinks so differently. Such a blessing to have her in our poetry book, in all our anthologies. I'm going to read a very quick bio about Sharon. Here she is. She's one of our sheroes. Sharon Mary Zakaria, 16 years then, is a prize-winning poet born in 2002. Sharon is non-vocal and communicates by writing. And how she writes. She started to read and write at a very young age and comfortably writes in both Malayalam and English. She contributes regularly to Autism Voice magazine and has published 3 books, Maravillu 2010, Ante Monasille Chintakal 2012. Her latest work in English is Moonlight, and I've read that book. It's amazing. Sometimes I feel I should just put my pen down and stop writing poetry the way she writes. She says, "Green mostly will not stay." That's the title of her poem. Dried leaves in the wind, reaching places far away, long way from the tree. Are we never to go back and never to be on the branches? Green, shining in the sunlight. Man has gorged away plants, trees, the rooted pillars of life. When will new leaves sprout and shoots emerge from soil? When will buds come out as flowers and fruits hang in bunches? Written on the earth's face is the death sentence of all things alive. Maybe the rivers will dry up, mighty oceans will flow in, mountains will crumble when strong winds try to blow them away. Forests have caught fire. Who can put off man's greed? The dark night beckons, sounds unheard in the light. Shadows fear to whisper as they find nowhere to hide. Find a home for the furry cub, a waterhole for the deer and foal. The songbird needs a branch to perch. Butterfly looks for grass to hide. Earth gives life to all. Different lives live for all lives. How so beautiful. All of 16, saying such profound things and vibing with the angst of the earth. Maybe she feels it. Maybe she feels the earth talking to her and she puts it down so beautifully in poetry. So proud to have Sharon Mary Zakaria in our first curation of the Arcad Poetry Festival, Plant Poetry, a lovely cover design by Sufia Khatun, artist, poet, creative writer, and a lot many other talents that go with Sufia. I'm again going to the work of L. Lakshmi Bharati. She's also differently abled, and I met her, she was not able to talk too well, nor is she able to see very clearly. But just look at her. She was born on 18th November 1994, and when she wrote this, she was 23 years old. And she's a postgraduate in English literature. Her extracurricular activities include singing Carnatic music, playing the keyboard, writing poetry in Tamil. She has also written the Ramayanam in simple Tamil in 3 different ragas. How beautifully differently abled are they? The title of her poem was Iyarkai. Iyarkai is Mother Earth, is just nature, Mother Nature. It's in Tamil, but Sarnia Francis, dear poetess, has written the translation of this poem in English. It's more of prose poetry. A short write-up on Mother Nature by a differently abled student, Miss Lakshmi Bharati. This differently abled child has voiced out her feelings better than us for preserving Mother Nature. This poem indeed is a whiplash to our high-handed counterparts who abuse nature for their selfish requirements. The young poet explains the results of deforestation and also how it has deprived the animals of their dwelling places. Just to remind you that plant poetry was dedicated to the muse Earth of the 5 elements that we dealt with for the next 4 years, starting from 2018 up to 22, sorry. So we did we did earth, water, fire, air, and ether. So here she is talking about deforestation. She says that farmers are the feeding bowels of our country. She painfully points out that we have been so very selfish to the core that we stand as a silent spectator of a series of suicides by such farmers and their families. She wants us to wake up immediately from our deep selfish sleep and do whatever good we want to do at once. She concludes by saying that we should try to save nature and earth by planting more trees and try to build a strong bond or relationship with nature. So these were the 2 differently abled poets whom we included in plant poetry, and I hope we continue to motivate and have such amazing poets in our midst. While I want to quickly point out the fabulous blurb that Dr. A.V. Koshi has written for this book that I'm going to read out right away. He says, a fascinating collection and a timely one as it speaks for Mother Earth. This anthology is intriguingly readable as it contains students and their pure winning poems, prize-winning poems, writings by visually impaired children, one by a girl who has autism, and poems by new voices as well as seasoned veterans, decorated and embellished not only by photos and bios and artwork, but also by a short but dazzling intro by Reena Prasad. I would like to mention all involved, but feel a special congratulations should go to Dilip Narasimhan, Gitanjali Dilip, Akash Sagar Chauhan, Sudarshan Kecheri, and Santosh Bakaya. Probably, for without them, this enchanting and fascinating collection would not have come into existence. Kudos to all involved once more, and happy reading of this book, which is a must. The anthology is also bilingual, an added bonus being in English and having Tamil also in its fold. How beautifully he has written this amazing, blurb. And with that, I'd like to end my session today for poetry rendition. And I thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for listening and watching and leaving your invaluable comments in the comment section or in both Facebook as well as Instagram. Have a fabulous rest of the day and a fabulous week ahead. I'll catch you soon. Bye. Ciao.